Last week's bridge was a huge step forward for Evergreen. For the first time, progression actually felt earned. You had to explore the world, gather resources, and repair the bridge before you could continue on your journey. But after playing through it myself, I realised I'd only solved half of the problem. Getting somewhere felt rewarding, but what happened after you got there still needed work. So this week became all about making progression feel more meaningful. The first thing I tackled was the bridge itself. You may have seen the short I posted during the week showcasing it. The repair system was finished last week, but the far side was still unfinished. So I went back and built out the other side of the crossing, adding environmental details and decorations to make it feel like a place that had always existed, instead of just a gate that unlocks the next part of the game. It's a small visual change, but I think it makes a huge difference to how believable the world feels. While testing that, I noticed another problem. Whenever you entered a new area, there was always a chance you'd immediately walk into a tree, a rock, or some other obstacle. Nothing was technically broken, but it felt awkward. So I started adding protected transition zones around every entrance and exit. Now when you move between areas, you have a little bit of breathing room before you're back into the wilderness. It's one of those details most players will never consciously notice, which usually means it's worth doing. While replaying everything, I realised the biggest issue wasn't the bridge at all. It was the progression system itself. The relic system had always been part of Evergreen. But until now, relics mostly rewarded you with bigger numbers. More health, more stamina, simple stat bonuses. It worked, but it never felt particularly exciting. One thing I've always disliked about RPGs is when progression just means making numbers bigger. Your character gets stronger, but they don't really become different. So I started completely redesigning how the relic progression works. Instead of simply increasing stats, relics now unlock entirely new capabilities. The goal isn't to create an overpowered character by the end of the game. It's to slowly expand your toolkit as you explore the world. Every relic should change the way that you play, not just the size of a number on a menu. That redesign naturally led into the stamina system. Previously, stamina was always there in the background. Now, it doesn't even exist when you begin the game. No stamina bar, no dash, nothing. Only after earning your first relic does stamina become part of the game. The UI only appears after your stamina changes or becomes critical, then disappears once again when you're back to full. It was always there, but it needed a quick refactor as part of the redesign of the relic system. It keeps the screen clean, and it makes the first relic feel like a genuine turning point. You're not just unlocking an upgrade, you're unlocking an entirely new way to interact with the world. I've also started replacing Evergreen's oldest piece of artwork. The player still only uses 4 directional sprites, so I've started working towards a full 8 directional player movement system. It's still very early days, as you can see, but it'll make movement feel much smoother and a lot more natural once it's finished. Looking back, and this is becoming a bit of a cliche, but this wasn't really a week of huge flashy features. It was a week of asking a simple question. How do you make progression actually feel rewarding? The bridge now feels like a part of the world. Moving between areas feels smoother. Relics, finally, have a clear purpose. And progression is becoming less about big numbers and more about giving the player new ways to explore. Every week, Evergreen feels like less of a collection of systems and a little more like the adventure I've been trying to build from the very beginning. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.